In this session, we're going to continue our series of developing shortcuts to quickly input a job, a bid. Time is of the essence, so you really want to get the information as quickly and as easily as possible. And we've developed some really neat features to simplify this process. So let's begin. Let's go ahead and sign on. Go option 1 to estimating, option 1 again, job detail maintenance. We're going to put in our job number or our bid number, same thing. The F10 displays that we have openings from 101 to 150 in there, but you notice that the majority of openings we duped them and we global duped them in, and they all came in with a hardware set 01. Well, obviously, TI jobs, if they're all corridor doors, they're all 20 minutes in the same hardware. But what if they're not? What if some of those openings have different hardware sets to it? So we can go into each opening individually, scroll down and change that hardware set, or we can develop another shortcut. And let me show you the shortcut that we've developed. I did an F1 to go back to the opening maintenance screen, and I'm going to create a dummy opening. And the reason why I call it dummy is because we want it to stand out and make sure that that opening doesn't stay in with our job. So when we're finished, we need to delete that dummy opening. But I use it for developing shortcuts. So I'm going to hit the Enter key in my dummy opening. Now in my dummy opening, the system allows me to bypass any field that I want. And in this case, I'm going to go in and say, I'm going to call it hardware set 03. So that's the only thing that I'm going to put into this dummy opening. Hardware set 03. Everything else is blank. So I hit the Enter key again, and I'm going to go into my global screen, which is F5. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the change function because I'm going to modify certain openings that have hardware set 01 in that field, the hardware set field, to hardware set 03. So what am I going to copy? I'm going to copy the information that I have in my dummy opening, which is nothing else but the field for the hardware set. Okay, now here's another shortcut I'm going to show you. Let's bring up all the doors, and I just clicked down here at the bottom. You can use the tab key to get down there, but you'll notice that down on the bottom it says get all openings for this type of material type for doors. Well, we know that so far we've got all the openings have wood doors on them. So if I hit the Enter key, they bring up all the openings. So I don't have to key it in again. So I'm going to use the tab key, and I'm going to tab which openings I don't want to copy. 104 I want to copy, 105 I want to copy, 106 I want to copy, 107 I want to copy. By utilizing the field exit key, I'm wiping out those fields or those openings that I don't want to get hardware set 03. Okay, so these are the openings that I want to have 103. And by hitting the Enter key, I said, yeah, I think this is what I want. If I want to go ahead and modify and put 103 back in there, I can. And I hit the Enter key, and I'm going to process it. Okay, so F1, let me go back and let me check 103, field exit. Go into the detail, and it changed the hardware set to 03. If I do an F10, you'll see that I made a global change to the various ones to a new hardware set. Let me go back into my dummy, and let me tab down to here and say I'm going to create hardware set 4. I'm going to go into global, C for changed, copy my dummy. And let's say openings 110, 112, and 114 are going to be hardware set 04. Hit the enter key, shift F8, F1, and F10, and you'll see the change. 112, 114 has been changed. And this ends the session.